Make sure my neck is straight. Damn. Why is it this way? Okay. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. It is time for 15 Minutes with Veronica, where we dive deep into questions that are submitted by you all. And we do it in 15 minutes, sometimes 20, sometimes 30. All right. So it depends on the question and also depends on my answer. And so if you aren't already, feel free to hit the like, follow, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. All right. And if you're catching us in the replay, happy Monday. And thank you for joining us. And thank you for watching the replay. All right, y'all. It is a cold night here in California. And before I get started with tonight's questions, I just want to share. I was featured in Bold Journey magazine, and then they sent me a copy of the article. Yeah, link in my bio on Instagram. You can find it. But look at that! Isn't that so pretty? I'm gonna frame it. I think this is nice, and I think I did a good job answering the questions. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. So let's get started. Let's get started with the questions. I only have a few questions tonight. I'm gonna save the rest for next week. But let's see which one. Let's see which one we're gonna start with. You know what? And not to talk about people grammar, but I really need y'all uh to do better when you're sending in questions, because one question is just, it's not even a question, it's just 3 words. I'm gonna try to get to that one, but let's go with this one. This person asks, why do you always act so why do you always act so happy? Because I is. Uh, Sometimes I think people do not like other people's joy, but I am happy. I am happy to wake up. I am happy. Why do I feel like this question has been asked in another form? This is why I encourage you all to watch the replays, just to make sure a question that you wanted to ask has not been asked already. But I am happy because I am alive. I have a good husband, beautiful children. I love my job. I love everything. I mean, I'm just happy. I'm not happy all the time. Mr. Higgins can tell you that. But I am overall, I have gratitude for the life that I have, the things that I have. And you might always see me when I'm expressing joy, especially since this came off of Instagram. So a lot of times you'll see me post videos. Yeah, I'm in a good mood because I'm posting a video, but I am a human being. I do have a range of emotions. And so, yeah, I'm not always happy, but I'm happy a majority of the time. If that, I hope that answers whoever said that. Hope that answers your question. Because it's from somebody I don't know, uh, like that. So yes, and also check out my shirt, my Compton shirt. Happy Black History Month. This Compton shirt was made by Compton Soul Clothing. Follow them on Instagram. Check out their website. They have shirts. They say Compton, Watts, Long Beach. They have them all, embroidered shirt, top quality. And they have the kente cloth on the letters. So Compton Soul Clothing. Shout out to my girl Erica. But this is, hey, shout out to Black History Month. I have my Compton Soul shirt on. So yeah, for whoever that is, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. It's like for real, because I'm happy. All right. So let's do this one. I I am having a hard time with my self-esteem. What can I do? So yeah, you know what, a lot of my clients that I work with are having a hard time with self-worth, self-esteem, confidence, all of the things, right? And one thing I always encourage everybody is to don't compare yourself to other people. I think the biggest issue that we're having, especially when we're looking at social media, is that people uh, that people are addicted to social media. And so what is happening, they are comparing themselves to other people on social media, which in turn is impacting the way they feel about themselves, right? And so what I encourage you to do is number one, fall in love with yourself again. It's just like being in a relationship. And what's the most important relationship? The relationship that you have with yourself. So I encourage you to fall in love with yourself again, right? Don't worry about when you fell out of love with yourself. Don't worry about that. We're not in the past. We're going to the future. So if you feel that you are struggling with your self-esteem, confidence, self-worth, all of the things, fall in love with yourself again. Number one, all right. What are the things that you love about yourself? Don't talk about what you wish you would change or no. What do you absolutely love about yourself? Right? Um, and what you love about yourself, I want you to focus on that and start to amplify that within yourself, right? So what do you love about yourself? Let's say, for instance, I say, I love my lips, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to amplify the lips. I'm going to wear the lipstick, right? Make sure the lips are moisturized and things of that nature. You got to fall in love with yourself. So let's look at the bits and pieces of yourself that you do love, right? And I'm looking at external and internal. So that a lot of times when people are having a hard time, they're using their external as validation for the internal. So if you love your lips, that is great. Let's tap into that so you can use that to practice loving the internal parts of yourself. Now, when I ask people, when I work with people who are building self esteem, I always ask them, what are your greatest qualities? And it never fails. They always mention things that benefit others, right? I am a great friend. I help people when they need it, things of that nature, right? What about if you start to focus on what are the things that your qualities that benefit you, right? Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So what if you say, you know what? I like the way that I'm gentle with myself when I have a hard day, right? I love the way that I'm able to just push through when I'm having difficult times. So like, what are the things that you love about yourself? And then I always teach people to practice self compassion because you cannot love yourself if you're not compassionate towards yourself, because that self compassion gives you the capacity to be gentle with yourself as you are navigating this new relationship with yourself. So if you don't have self compassion, it is really hard for you to have self love because part of that love comes from the compassion you have for yourself, right? And so what I do, I have my clients, I would tell them, write a letter to yourself, right? Write a love letter to yourself. And when you write that love letter to yourself, right, write it like you write it to a man or a woman or anybody that you feel you're connected to romantically. When you write that letter to yourself, record it. Read it to yourself and record yourself reading it to yourself. And when you're reading it to yourself, right, you want to put all your energy into it. Like, dear Veronica, I just absolutely love the way that you just take your time and learn new things. And, you want to read it with love, right? And then what you want to do is on your hard days, listen to that love letter that you've written to yourself. You're falling in love with yourself again, right? Listen to that love letter that you've written to yourself. Just like if you are in love with somebody and the favorite song come on and you listen to that song and it reminds you of that person, write this letter to yourself, read the letter to yourself, and when you are doubting yourself, listen to that letter that you've written to yourself. Then after you've done that, we're gonna wait a couple weeks. It take people some time to get acclimated to something that is about them. So then what I want you to do, affirm yourself. You know how Issa Rae go in the mirror and she's like, you the baddest, you know what? Go in the mirror and affirm yourself. Like, oh, you look good today, Veronica. Oh, I love the way your skin is glowing. Oh, go meet this. You are pouring into you. And this is how you start to have this new relationship with yourself, right? And when you walk into spaces, instead of scanning the room, trying to see who's there and what they're wearing and things of this nature, right? You want to walk into the room like you're the only person in that room. Walk in it like, yeah, they see me. You have to believe, right, that you are the best thing ever. So that comes with being compassionate with yourself, right? Being able to have this new relationship with yourself. And then it also comes with believing what you are saying to you. What Jay-Z said, he said, nobody validates me, I validate myself. Do it. Validate you. A lot of times what happens with social media and with people, sometimes not all, some people, they are looking for validation. And instead of validating themselves on their looks, on their body, on their work, they seek external validation. So when you learn to validate yourself, you won't seek external validation, which means that you are learning to affirm yourself, love yourself, which in turn increases and improves your self esteem. So, for whoever's listening, I hope you just, these are just beginning tips. Start with what I just suggested, see if that works for you. And if it doesn't, inbox me and I'll send you some more tips. But start there. Start with changing your relationship you have with yourself, right? Love on yourself, right? So, hopefully that was helpful. Now, let's go to the next question. Um, what are you most proud of? What am I most proud of? I like this one. So, what I am most proud of is being a mom. I know, I know. I I never knew that being a mom was in the cards for me. Um, and when you think about, and this is for me, I know there are others who struggle with birthing and things of that nature, but the person asked me what I'm most proud of. I'm most proud of my children, um, because it's something to uh give birth, carry life, and watch that individual grow up, develop into their own selves, do their own thing. And then you're just like, wow, you are part of me, right? And then also, I'm most proud of being loved because I have a great husband, right? And I feel like if it wasn't for him or my children, I don't know where I would be because I really feel like they are the ones who keep me motivated, who keep me going. They're like, you know, how people say, this is my reason why. They are my reason why I'm very proud of my children. I'm very proud of my husband. I love my husband. He's a great, great man. I am just proud of the human being that I am, because I've worked really hard and worked through a lot of dark spaces, dark emotions, all of the things to be a good human being. And so I love my children. It is just motherhood is an interesting journey, but being pregnant, I didn't like being pregnant, but I because Hassan was kicking my butt. Xavier was a chill baby, but Hassan, he still give me problems right now. But when I look at my children being able to be themselves, tap into their talents because they are talented, and just looking at, wow, we created these human beings, and I am proud of my children. I am proud of me. What Snoop Dogg said, first of all, I want to thank me. And I'm just proud of, everything that I've built with my family and what we are continuing to build. And so, yeah, I am proud. Yeah, that's probably why I'm happy. You know how that person asked me earlier, what are you doing? That is why I'm happy because when I look at my life, there have been challenges, there have been ups and downs. But I don't regret anything, and I think that's very important. I'm proud of my life and who I am and my family and my children and my husband. I'm proud of all those things because I have no regrets. And when you live with no regrets, it is so easy to be happy, to be proud, to be grateful, be all of the things. Even when stuff get on your nerves, right? You still have that capacity for appreciation, love, and joy. So, with that, we are going to end 15 minutes with Veronica. I appreciate you all showing up tonight. And for those of you watching on a replay, thank you for showing up. And guess what? Do something nice for yourself tonight, right? Like, love on you. What are you going to do to love on yourself and be present for yourself? So I will end with love on you. Can nobody love you the way you love yourself? Good night.